We have been trying to download devC++ over here from the SourceForge website. So once we have downloaded this, you can look at the website over here where it is getting downloaded from. Okay, it's from sourceforge.net projects Orwell dev CPP. Okay. Once you have downloaded this, you can have a look at it, and you see over here we will be installing it. We right click on that, we just click over here open, we allow it to install. It is unpacking the data. Yes, we choose our language to be English. We agree with the GNU. We go for the next. We go for a full installation. We can also go for the safe installation, or we can go for the minimal installation. So any of the installations would work. I would go for a full installation over here. Then I go for the next. I install this. You see the size is pretty small. We have this installation. Now I will finish this with running of this. Okay. We'll use the English language. Then we go for the next. We can go for the classic look. We can go for the twilight look. We can go for the ocean look. See, there are multiple ways of seeing the entire thing. You can go for the matrix look, obsidian, but for easier viewing I would go for the twilight look. For the icons I go with the blue, or I can go with the, I think the new look looks a little bit easier for you all to understand. Yes, so now we have okayed, and we have our devC++ over here. Now we go to the new, we go for the source file, and we have the first source file over here. Now we need to save it, so we save as, we go to the desktop, we create new folder inside our clutter free. We create a new folder, we name this C Pro. So cprog would be a new folder in which I would write the first program, and remember we'll be putting it as a C source file, so we call it as assignment 1, so it is, we call it as ASS1, and we save this. So this is our very first program. So this is how we learn how to download devC++ and install it, and then how do we continue to write. Now let's write the very first program. My first program in C using dev CPP. So when I'm making a comment for the first time, so what we do is basically, since it's a one-line comment, we use the dev cpp over here, and we use the 2 lines to show that this is a comment. Now if we require a multiple line comment, then we use this. Here we write program to find the root or function given function within specified interval. Now we can see that this goes up to column number 69, so we put it to the next line. So whenever we have a multi-line commenting, we use the slash and star to start the comment and star and slash to end the comment. Now we use hash include stdioh include conio conio h I don't want to unnecessarily bulk the program, but I now define the float func float x. So this is basically, I'm defining a function. Now I write float y is equal to x star x. So let us choose the given function. To choose the given function, for example, we have x cubed minus 2x plus 5. So when we have a function like this, we have this. So we return within brackets, we put y, then we put a semicolon, and so this will return the value of the function func. Now we write int main, so this is our main function. Since we need to complete this, so we write return 0, so that will automatically get me this. I put a dead ch over here. I require the a and the b values, which would be the interval. First we'll be writing each of the intervals, and then we'll go on printf enter the lower limit of the interval, put a colon, I put a \n. Now I choose this, I take a control C, that will copy my entire thing, and then I write over here scanf %f comma ampersand a. Then I put control V. So now we have got the lower limit. Now we go for the upper limit. I write over here scanf %f comma ampersand V. So that would basically give us the upper and the lower limit to reach for both of the limits, and at each of the limit I want it to primarily print for me the data values which it would get, and finally I would love to see how the function looks like. So in order to get a brief idea, so what we do is file star fp over here, I write fp is equal to f open in brackets output dot dat done. So we are basically writing fp over here. Float x comma y is equal to func x. When we do that, we have to first get a small interval tx. So now how do we calculate tx? We know that tx is equal to within brackets b minus a divided by let's divide this into n intervals. Put it into 1000 intervals. So when we have over here, we put over here divided by n minus 1. So that would automatically give me the requisite intervals. Now I put over here int I for I is equal to 0 less than n plus plus. Now I need to get this function. We use Control X over here, Control V. So now in order to get the x, we get x equal to, we need to initialize x, so we start from x equal to a, x plus, I don't need to initialize actually. Now I write over here f printf %f backslash t %f backslash n comma x comma y. So that would give us the graph of this. So we need to have a look at this graph. We'll go for compile and run. Sorry, here it should be given for fp comma. Now I save this and I compile and run. What is the lower limit? I give it 1.0. What is the upper limit? I give 2.0. So by this time, it should have generated. Let's close this. Don't require it anymore. So closing this. Inside C program, sorry, we have our data file which we would love to open with. Yes, we would love to open with let's do something. What we do is we change the name from this dat to text. And let's compile and run this. So 1.0, 2.0, yes. So this basically runs or ends. So over here we have got this dat file which we don't want to keep anymore. Take this data file and use delete. Now we look at the output of text. You see, we have got the function in an output of text. We can look at the 1000 line. Yes, if we put it over here, we see that there are 1000 lines of data. So that's wonderful. We have no problem with that. Now we need to see, or we need to get a plot later. So we use the QTI plot. We open the QTI plot. What we do is we import ASCII. We come to the desktop, we go to the desktop clutter free, we have got the C program, select this folder. Now we open this, get output.txt, we open that and we just put this one. Now what we need to do, we can plot it as a scatter, and this is how the graph looks like. This is how the graph looks. Thank you all for this. We have learned how to